Good evening, everyone. We are about to get our show started, so if you can take your seat, I will draw your attention to where the fire exits are here in the Letkemann Theatre. And as well, before we start, can you take any device that you may have and make sure to put it on mute or silent to not disturb our performers on stage? So welcome to the 58th Annual Thompson Festival of the Arts Highlights Concert. My name is Stevie McPherson, and I am the piano and instrumental chairperson for the festival, as well as the Artie Parker School representative, public relations representative, and the organizer of the Highlights Concert here tonight. At this time, I would like to acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 territory on the lands of the Nisijwayasik Cree Nation. Music and the arts are an agent of hope, dynamic and valuable devices that help us to heal and bring us together. The first peoples of Canada understood this and used music and the arts to reunite, resolve, and reconcile. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that tonight's performance take place on Treaty 5 territory, land that was maintained and earnestly cared for by Indigenous peoples before European settlement. It is with sincere sentiment that we recognize the mistakes of our recent and distant past. In working towards a Canada that benefits us all, we commit to live in ways that honor and respect the treaties that were made on these territories. At this time, I would like to thank our major sponsors of the festival. All sponsors, scholarships, and awards donors can be found on the back of your program. Our major sponsors are the School District of Mystery Lake and Calm Air. Please join me in a round of applause for our major sponsors. We would also like to thank our scholarship donors, who are the Thompson Teachers Association, the Mayer family, Thompson Labor Committee, USW Local 6166, Giant Tiger, and MDS Aerotest. As well, we would like to thank the following families and organizations that have provided awards for our festival, including Hugh Fraser, Hudson Gallery, Lori McGinnis, Irvin Head, Yvonne Sabersh, Jason Lucas, Thompson Teachers Association, Thompson Festival of the Arts, and Earl McKay. Please join me in a huge round of applause for our award donors. And at this time, I would like to thank our incredible festival committee. The amount of commitment from our small committee that put in copious hours of volunteer work to make our festivals happen should be recognized and celebrated tonight. At this time, I would like to thank Kelly Knott, our registrar and treasurer, Carmen Ho, our secretary and facilitator of meetings, Catherine Almeida, our vocal choral chairperson, Ritsuko Fountain, our speech chairperson, our visual arts co-chair and scholarships and sponsorships representative, Danielle Martins, our visual arts co-chair, and Michelle Hobbs, our longtime trophies and awards representative. Please join me in a round of applause for our committee. If you're listening to my ramble, you may have noticed I did not mention a president or a vice president of our festival. As well, this is the second year in a row we have not been able to offer the dance portion of our festival. In order to be able to maintain and offer a 59th annual Thompson Festival of the Arts, we are in need of volunteers to fill executive positions and dance for the upcoming school year. Since returning to running an in-person festival, post-pandemic, we have had less community support in the forms of scholarships and sponsorships. The operating costs of our festival, including facility fees, adjudicator fees, flights, and hotels, are outweighing what our bank balance currently is for the festival. If the Festival of the Arts is something that we Thompsonites want to see continue in our community, we encourage you to advocate for the arts by talking to business owners, the City of Thompson, our provincial government, and any other connections that you may have to help with operating costs. There's only so much a committee of 7 people can do to try to keep this 58-year tradition going, and we hope to see this continue for many more years to come. but that's enough for me. I'd like to now pass things over to MC Bruce Krentz, who I'm sure will probably have something more positive and upbeat to say than I just say. Please welcome Bruce Krentz to the stage.
Awesome. It's funny, she took the words out of my mouth because I was about to say there is some better news than some of that. This is one of the biggest crowds we've seen at the Highlight Show in a long time, so give yourselves a big round of applause. I'd love to say we're giving away a new car at the end for all the people that stick around, but I'm looking to see who's here. I'll know if you leave at intermission. I'm talking to you, Nick. My name's Bruce Krentz. I'm honored and just tickled to be here to MC and to be part of the show again tonight. I've done this a couple times in the past, and before this I often waited for the committee to ask me, hoping that the year before wasn't so bad that the call wouldn't come. This year I couldn't wait, so I don't know when I texted Stevie. It was like right after Christmas. I said, so we having a highlight show? What do you think? Can I come? And she said yes, so I'm honored to be here and to be able to share with you some of the very best talent that Thompson has to offer. It's always so exciting to see young people really doing their thing, and again, like Stevie said, to be able to celebrate the arts really is something special. So again, thanks to all of you for coming and for supporting your kids and your neighbors and your grandkids or whoever you're here to watch, or maybe you're just here to watch everybody, and that's super cool too. So why don't we get on with it? I'm gonna ask the Juniper grade 1s and 2s to come on out here. I had a little bit more material about what year of the festival this was too, but you guys stole my thunder. 58. I had a handwritten note that last year I said 56, so I lied to you. It's not the last time I'm gonna lie to anybody. This warms my heart too. I'm a Juniper Jaguar, the biggest Juniper school cheerleader there is in town, I think next to probably Lucy, and my good friend Jan, who brings out some amazing groups every year. So these are the Juniper School grade 1s and 2s. What they're going to do is a choral presentation called Laudamus Te, and it's actually put together by Vivaldi, that's the Four Seasons guy, but he also had a suite of compositions that are centered around Gloria in Excelsis, so anybody that goes to church kind of knows that little riff. I don't know if you can call it a riff when it's a church song, but anyway, he sort of was inspired by that, did 3 different compositions that were centered around it. This is from one of them, and it's the 3rd movement out of 12. Normally done by sopranos 1 and 3, but today it's done by the grade 1 and 2s from Juniper School. So give them a big round of applause. So just remember everything I just said, but we're going to do the poem first instead of the singing. So how about if we just do it and then we'll talk a little bit about what they're talking about. Cool.
Straight to the trophy.
This is the Thompson Festival of the Arts Classroom Award for K-4 Ensemble. And yeah. And I had some good material for bologna too. It isn't just American or Italian. The Newfoundland Times called it a staple in Newfoundland. They tried to own that one. In Australia, it's called polony. Their bologna thing was way better. Okay, this is Laudanus Tate, right? Here we go. Give him another round of applause. Holy cow, that was dynamite. Catherine Almeida is going to present them with the Kindergarten to Grade 4 Ensemble Award. So good. Okay. I wouldn't want to leave either. Once these guys make their way down, we'll invite the Deerwood Grade 2 Choir to come up. They're going to do a piece called Gloves for us. couple of fun facts about gloves. In the Middle Ages, gloves were a sign of wealth. Poor people wore mittens. Only rich people could have fingers in their gloves, I guess. Back in the day, gloves were worn indoors and out. So women wore black silk gloves indoors and white gloves out at nighttime. My other glove fun fact is that Michael Jackson was big on one white glove. You guys remember that one? You know what it sold for? $350,000. A lot of moolah. And I don't want to raise the bar too high, and I don't want to embarrass her, but Michelle's heading out here with her phone. She told me that she's only got 5 minutes of data left on her phone, and it's going to be to capture this performance. So that's a massive commitment, because we all know what it feels like to run out of data. It stinks. So here are the Deerwood Grade 2 to 6 choir. Yeah, give them a big round of applause. Deerwood Grade 2 Choir are receiving the Most Entertaining Vocal Performance plaque, as well as the Thompson Labor Committee Scholarship. So here's Kathy Pellizzero to present their award. the almost white glove treatment for the awards. Right, one more little cheer for gloves. Right on. We'll have the Juniper grade 5s and 6s start to make their way onto the stage. Earlier, I lied to you about how the program was going to go. You may have noticed a change in my speech pattern. Irregular speech, telltale sign someone's lying to you. Maybe the use of non-congruent gestures, things that just don't seem to make much sense. Not saying enough, saying too much, maybe like right now. Unusual rise in my voice, because I didn't lie to you guys. Or a fall. The direction of my eyes and the fact that I won't look at you. Maybe if I covered my mouth and my eyes, some extreme fidgeting, which I'm kind of doing now while I wait for the Juniper School grade 6s and 7. All telltale signs that you might be lying. These guys might be lying to us too. This is a piece called I Am a Noted Liar. If you've watched back on any of the Arts Festival videos on YouTube in years past, which I know we all do in our spare time, lied many times before. What I'm not lying to you about is how great this is going to be. So let's cheer them on. Juniper School, grade 5s and 6s. I am a noted liar. By my guys from Juniper School. The grade 5s and 6s are receiving the Thompson Festival of the Arts Trophy for grade 4 to 6 classroom spoken poetry. And here's Kathy Pellizzero to present their award. Yeah, come on, one more. Awesome. We'll ask the École Riverside grade 5s and 6 choir to come up. They're going to do a piece for us, which I'm going to say is J'entends le moulin. My research said to me, and so if there's French speakers in the crowd, which I'm sure there are, you'll have a better idea what the words to this and the story is. But the best I could pick up out of this is it's a story about a young lady who has her eye on a carpenter. So 3 carpenters come to fix up her dad's house, and she has her eye on one of them. She makes pigeon pie. I've never had pigeon pie, but hey, never say never. And then it seems they start to eat together and everybody gets a little bit jumpy. So I don't know whether she was so smitten with him or things kind of went wrong at the dinner table. There's a bit of a big hubbub and 3 of the pigeons fly away. There's probably more to that story. Somebody could interpret that better, but that's the way I understand this song. So here they are, the grade 5 and 6 choir from École Riverside School, J'entends les moulins. Grade 5 and 6 choir are receiving the Festival of the Arts Classroom Medal for grade 5 to 12 ensemble, as well as the Thompson Labor Committee Scholarship. So I'd like to call on Kathy Pellizzero to present their award. And shout outs from the crowd. How sweet is that? Yeah. That's why folk songs last so long. They're catchy, fun to listen to. The Juniper grade 7 and 8 speech group was up next. They can't make it tonight, but they have a couple representatives here today who are going to come and accept their awards. So I'll ask Iris Basalo and Bella Moose to come up right now. So this group is receiving the Thompson Festival of the Arts Medal for grade 7 and up. Stevie McPherson presented their award. I'm going to ask Iris to stick around. Well, you guys can both stick around, but Iris to stay for a little bit longer. Iris was recognized by the adjudicator for her standout performance for a choral work with their group. Iris will be receiving a medal for her solo in the song For Good, and Catherine Almeida will be presenting her with that special award. Right on. Clap them off. Clap them off. Super. The Artie Parker grade 9 to 12 choir are going to start to make their way up now. Didn't My Lord Deliver Daniel is the piece that they're going to do. I didn't know this story before. Do you guys know who Daniel is? Daniel was cast into the lion's den. So he was doing very well in the community that he lived in and was going to get a promotion from the king. And the haters around him didn't like it. So they got the king to pass a law that you couldn't worship anybody but the king for 30 days. Daniel couldn't do that because he was too committed to the Lord. So he worshiped the Lord. And he got thrown in the lion's den. And the king was beside himself because he had been tricked by everybody. And he was a big Daniel fan. But it turns out an angel came down and saved Daniel. And the king couldn't have been happier than to see him in one piece in the morning. So that's sort of what this piece is about, and it's a lesson for people to stick to their values. Here is the Artie Parker grade 9 to 12 choir, and Didn't My Lord Deliver Daniel? Was it something I said? I'll ask Catherine Almeida to come up and present the Thompson Festival of the Arts Top Choir Award to the Artie Parker Choir. Yeah, for sure. good was that? We're going to move into some of the visual arts awards, and so it's going to be a bit of organizing here. So I'm going to ask anybody who's here, if you know you're here between kindergarten and grade 3 to receive an award, start to come to the front, and I'll give out your names right now. So we've got Leah Hayes, Teledami Okadawa, I hope I got even that close, Anakin Bitterin and Eric Bates, Zyla Duke, Ivy Davis, Sage Lafreniere, Piper Heikert Mercury, and Ethan Hobbs. If all of you could make your way to the front and line up here, we're going to give you lots of cheers and gifts. Give you their names again, and then we're going to do a wicked orange here. So Leah, Tommy, Anakin, Eric, Zyla, Ivy, Sage, Piper. Zayla, sorry about that, my bad. Piper and Ethan. Big round of applause for all of them. Emily, Linnell, Annabelle, Zoe, Isabel, Dallas, Danae, and Kata. I forgot to mention this at the start, but parents, we're going to have a little intermission, and if you want to come up here and take pictures with these guys presenting the during the intermission, we'll absolutely happily do that, so we're going to get some tickets later. All right, thanks you guys. Go do something great with those gift baskets. We have some individual scholarships to give now, and our first scholarship recipients are receiving the MDS Aerotest Scholarship. They're Tara Meredith for Pomegranate and Adita Taraba for Inner Lion. So if I can call the two of them up here and Danielle Martins to give them their award, that would be great. Next up, we're going to present the Mayer Family Scholarships, and they're going to Casey Halcro for Inside Out, and to Macy Forty for a mixed media presentation. So, I'm going to ask Lucy Mayer to come forward and present the Mayer Family Scholarships. Casey and Macy. Tyler, you can go places. Next up, we have the Thompson Labor Committee Scholarships, and these are for originality. I'd like to call Paige Gegenfertner for Whimsical Dreams, and Sadie Ringrose for her painting. Kathy Pellizzero is here to present those. Next up, we have the MDS Aerotest Scholarships for Mixed Media, and the recipients are Mark Scadden for Fallen Angel and Promise Beardy for Fish, the Hammerhead Shark. Kathy Pellizzero will present those awards. And the final individual scholarship that we'll be awarding is the Thompson Labor Committee's People's Choice Award. The award was selected by the public during viewing at the TRCC, and I'd like to call, we should get a drum roll. That'd be cool, eh? Somebody give me the one on the, yeah, all right, keep that going. Zachary Connor, come on down. And Zachary's award for his 3D printing. Is going to present his award. Yeah, buddy. Drum roll on the People's Choice Award. We have a few visual classroom scholarships that we're going to award now. Each class should have a representative, maybe a few here tonight, to receive their award. So if you know you're here to pick up an award for your classroom, if you want to just sort of start to make your way to the front, Danielle Martins is going to present these awards. We'll start off with some representatives from Mrs. Yo's grade 3 Burntwood class. If you're here from Burntwood, let's do this thing. And their composition was called Spirit Bears. As they're getting their presentation, you have Mrs. Ferguson's grade kindergarten 1 class from Juniper. They make their way to the front. Oh. Great job. In their photo on red carpet. We'll ask some of Mrs. Ferguson's class representatives to come up and receive an award for 7 sacred teachings. somebody here from Miss Muirhead's Juniper grade 6 class and your composition called Birds? Please come on up and get your hug. Mr. Fox's grade 6 class from Berkeley. And the last classroom scholarship we have is for Miss McDonald's grade 2 class from Deerwood School, and it's for feathers. The last batch of visual arts awards we have are the classroom art awards, and again, classes should have some representatives here. So if you know you're here to get one of those, start to make your way to the front. And while we do that, we'll first call up Mr. Thompson's grade 8 Juniper class for sculptures. They are presented the Thompson Labor Committee's People's Choice Award for Classroom. Hang on, we might be calling you back. Also awarded to Mr. Thompson's grade 8 class is the Thompson Festival of the Arts plaque, and that's for sculptures. So I'm good MC would have kept that rolling a little bit. I'll take the heat. How about Miss McCartney's grade 5 Westwood School class for Indigenous Inspirations? And what they're receiving is the Earl McKay's Skulls Art Works Award. Miss Brewster's grade 6 Birdwood class. Come on up here. How about if we give you an award for Weird Birds, Bugs, and Flowers? Sounds like what's going to happen in Thompson in the next 2 weeks. Ready? Some sun. Who's here from Miss Brewster's class? Anybody? I'm going to put this one in the mail. Trust me. They're winners of the Hudson Gallery Award. How about how about Miss Quantrill's grade 2 Birdwood class? It's a piece called Untitled. Oh, this is going to work. This is the All About Kids Award. All right, send up some of their friends. See what a truck. How about Miss Dixon and Miss Hardigan's grade 1 Westwood class? Somebody from Miss Dixon and Miss Hardigan's class? And we're presenting them with the Laurie McGinnis Award. Madame Rabat's grade 7 Riverside class is presented with an award for cell sculptures, cellules. They're presented with the Urban Head Award. Mrs. Ray's grade 2 and 3 Deerwood class put together the Tree of Life. And they're presented with the Hugh Fraser Award. I'll call up Miss Lowen's grade 3-4 Riverside class. Lovely videos. Donuts. Yeah. They're presented with the Yvonne Sabersh Award. The crazy thing is, because she's the only one that came, she gets to keep it at her house for the whole year. Good cake. Guess how many people will be here next year? Very last one we've got is to Miss Foley's grade 7 Juniper class for their Indigenous art paintings. It's the 50th anniversary Jason Lucas Award. So that concludes our visual arts and classroom portion of the program. My phone says 7:24. At 7:30, we're going to start again. So we're going to reset the stage. We're going to give you a very short time to stretch your legs. Like we said, if you want to come get pics with some of the presenters, you're absolutely welcome to do that. And we'll start back up again at 7:30. like we're going to try to make it feel like the Grammys, maybe, or the Golden Globes. I'm not an award person. I don't know what the top of the award heap is. But I'm going to call up the person who's performing, and then I'm going to ask the next person to come sit right at the front so that we're just hopping, we're skipping through this thing. There's no downtime, no time for commercials. So I'm going to ask Anna Zheng to come up here onto the stage and get ready to perform. And I'm going to ask Alex Hayes, I was going to say to come to this chair, but I think you're kind of down right at the front already. So I'm going to say you're cool over there for this moment. So Anna, are you here? Are you ready? Oh, really? Okay, am I getting punked here, or like what's going on? I don't see anybody back there, but I don't know. You want me to tell you a little bit about what she's going to do while we track her down? So she's going to do something, I really hope this is from Little Mermaid. It's called Part of Your World. Originally sung by Jodie Benson, released back in 1989. I don't know how old Anna is, but this might be older than her. In the movie, it's sung by Ariel. You guys probably all know this, except I do. I'm not a huge Little Mermaid fan. There you go. More confessions of an MC. Ariel's the title character. You guys probably knew that. And she's singing it in her secret grotto with her treasures. Lots of them are human objects. And here she is. I can keep reading this stuff all day. So the thing is, it reveals her having here we go. Having dreams of being in the human world. And so while she's in her secret grotto, the bad guy sees her singing it. It leads to a whole bunch of drama. But in the end, it all turns out for the best. Is that, anybody seen Little Mermaid? Is that kind of the story? All right. Let's give this a try. She just flew in from Chicago in a big gig there. Here's Anna Zheng and Part of Your World.
1,000% worth the wait. So Anna is receiving the MDS Aero Test Award for a particularly moving performance and was recognized for a performance filled with joy and discovery. So I'd like to call on Carmen Ho to present her award. Okay, and I'm not good at this, but for the record, is that dress more blue than green, or is that green? No wonder I couldn't find her backstage. Okay, I'm going to ask Alex Hayes to come up, and for sure. And I'm going to ask Erilyn Bauer to come and have a seat right at the front. So Alex is doing a self-written piece. Go Fish is a pretty popular card game. Somehow I feel like this is inspired by Go Fish, but I don't know. Sometimes you say fish my wish in Go Fish, but his is called the Fish's Wish. Tricky, eh? Here's Alex Hayes.
The Fish's Wish, written by me. There once was a fish who had a wish to go on land and start a band. His wish came true, so he said, woohoo! He played the guitar, thinking a big star, but he missed the water, so he phoned his father. His music was loud, his dad was so proud. He went back to the lake because he needed a break. His feet got too dry, it made him cry. The water was better, it kept him wetter. He still had a band, just not on land. His wish still came true, so he said, woohoo!
He's receiving the Thompson Festival of the Arts Medal for Kindergarten to Grade 3 speech, and Stevie McPherson is going to present him his award for what an amazing rhyming self-written fishbowl. Holy cow. Rapping maybe as a career. So I'll ask Erilyn to come up to the stage, Erilyn Bauer, and I'll ask Morgan Solsky to come and catch a seat near the front of the stage here. So Erilyn is going to do a piece for us called I Need a Home for My Dinosaur. Fun fact, Morden, Manitoba is the Fossil Discovery Centre of Canada, and the showpiece there is Bruce. Good name, eh? Sneak that in. It's a Talosaurus pemminesis, Guinness World Record dinosaur bones there. But this isn't about that at all. This is about a dinosaur that needs a home. Here's Erilyn Bauer.
I need a home for my dinosaur.
under. She's like 11 and a half, so just made it under the wire on the 12 and under. As well as the United Steelworkers Scholarship, she was recognized for her stage presence and musicality by the adjudicator. I'm going to ask Kathy Rosero to come up and present her award. Morgan Solsky, you're next. Come on up here. Whichever set of steps works best for you. Leo Moose, I'll ask you to make your way to the front and be ready for the next time around. Alligators are up front. Thanks, Tips. This is a piece by Jack Krolewski, who I think has showed up at every arts festival Highland show there ever was. Juniper School Kids did one by him too. They're always entertaining, they're great little stories and poems, and I know this one's going to be a gem. So one more round of applause for Morgan Solsky.
Alligators aren't friendly by Jack Krolewski. Alligators aren't friendly, they are easily upset. I suspect that I would never care to have one for a pet. Oh, I know they do not bellow, and I think they do not shed, but I'd probably be nervous if I had one in my bed. Alligators are not clever, they are something of a bore. They can't heel or catch a frisbee, they don't greet you at the door. For their courtesy is lacking, and their tempers are not sweet. They won't even fetch your slippers, though they just might eat your feet.
Top shelf. Morgan is being awarded the Thompson Festival of the Arts Medal for a promising new beginner. Morgan is also receiving a provincial recommendation from the adjudicator at the festival. So I'm going to ask Stevie McPherson to come and present her award. Provincial recommendation. Very cool. Leo, you want to come up and sing a song? Let's do this. So this is a song called Love, Mine, All Mine. I'll ask Annabelle Schwott to come up to the front as well and take a spot in the front. So Jack Krolewski has been at like every arts festival show. This might be our first TikTok song, I think. So from the old, out with the old, in with the new. A song by Mitski. Yeah, kind of popular on the... We're going to bring that up just a little bit, or you want to go... kneel down performance. Brenna Ehrlich of Rolling Stone called this song a goth country epic. I have no idea what that means, so I'm pretty excited to hear it. This is called My Love, Mine, All Mine. Here's Leo Moose.
Nothing in the world belongs
Annabella is receiving the Thompson Labor Committee Scholarship, and I would like to call Kathy Pellizzero to present the award. Annabella Chabot or Chabot? You gotta come up here and tell me how to say it. I don't want to mess this up. Come on. And in the meantime, if I can ask Rihanna Hornick to come down to the front and catch a spot down there. This next piece is called Wind on the Hill. It's by A.A. Milne, who also was the creator of Chabot. Okay, we've got it. A.A. Milne was also the Winnie the Pooh person. I love this quote. Some people care too much. I think it's called love. That's what Winnie the Pooh said. This is Wind on the Hill by A.A. Milne, performed by Annabella Chabot.
Wind on the Hill, written by A.A. Milne. No one can tell me, nobody knows, where the wind comes from, where the wind goes. It's flying from somewhere as fast as it can. I couldn't keep up with it, not if I ran. But if I stopped holding the string of my kite, it should blow out the wind for a day and a night. And then when I found it, wherever it blew, I should know that the wind had to go in there too. So then I can tell them where the wind goes. But where the wind comes from, nobody knows.
Stevie McPherson is coming up to present Annabella with the Thompson Festival of the Arts Medal for grade 4 to 6 speech. I'll ask Rihanna Hornick to start making your way up to the top, and Danae Oluboye to find a spot down here at the bottom. This next piece is called The Rambling Irishman. I also found The Banks of a Sweet Low Urn is another name for this song. When I tried to figure out when it came out, where it came from, it's like every great sort of folk song. There's all sorts of mysterious background to it, and one person told somebody else about it. A couple of years from now, you're going to say, I heard Rihanna sing that song called The Rambling Irishman, and this is how her version goes. Here's The Rambling Irishman.
I am the rambling Irishman. In Ulster I was born, and many's the happy hours I spent on banks of sweet Loch Erin. But to live poor I could not endure, as others of my station. To America I sailed away and left this Irish nation. Right dun-ta-na, dun-ta-na, right dun-ta-na, Rinaldi. Right dun-ta-na, dun-ta-na, right dun-ta-na, Rinaldi. The night before I went away, I spent it with my darling from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to break of day the next morning. But when that we were going to part, we linked in each other's arms, and we may be sure and very sure it wounded both our charms. Right dun-ta-na, dun-ta-na, right dun-ta-na, Rinaldi. Right dun-ta-na, dun-ta-na, right dun-ta-na,
not to have that stuck in your head tomorrow morning when you wake up. Has that been rattling around in your brain for like 6 months now? Yeah, no doubt. Awesome. That was so good. Rihanna is receiving the United Steelworkers Scholarship for Vocal Performance and received a provincial recommendation by the adjudicator for the festival. So here's Kathy Pelizero to present her award. Okay, I'm going to ask Dana to come up here. Let me make sure I get all this right. Olaboye, and I'm going to ask Jessica Smud to make your way to the front of the stage. This is an excerpt from Greater Than Angels. It's an unforgettable reminder of the resilience of human compassion, even in the face of the worst horrors of our history. How's that for a teaser? Here is an excerpt from Greater Than Angels.
Excerpt from Greater Than Angels by Carol Maltas. The dogs begin to bark, and then 10-year-old Guy bursts through the kitchen door. Germans! Clara's face turns white, the blood draining from her cheeks. I feel like I can't breathe. Madame de Bard doesn't hesitate. This way, she says. She takes Clara and me to the side of the house. All I can see is a woodpile. Help me, Guy, she orders. They pull the woodpile away from the house, and I realize it has been wired together and hollowed out. She motions for us to crouch against the wall. We do. Madame de Bard and Guy push the woodpile back in place. Everything is dark. My heart is pounding. I'm in a cold sweat. I can hear Clara's breath, short, panicky. We dare not speak. The dog's barking gets louder and louder. The Germans have come looking for us. If we're captured, the farmers hiding us might be killed on the spot, and we'll be killed too. Maybe now, maybe later. I try to slow my breathing. I can't die now. I promised Mother I wouldn't. She was always making me promise things. I think it was the only way she knew to keep me out of trouble after Father died when I was 8. Promise me, Annie. How many times had I told her to call me Anna, but she always used the baby version instead. Promise me this or that, she'd say, and it was always just before I was about to do something I really wanted to do. She said exactly that when this whole nightmare started. It was October 1940. We lived in Mannheim, Germany. I had been to the store to buy our meager ration of bread, and when I returned home, Mother met me at the door of our apartment. Promise me, she'd say. You won't say anything to them. Promise. No sarcastic comments. You don't have to prove your bravery to anyone. What are you talking about? The Gestapo. They're in the apartment. My mouth went so dry, I could hardly get the words out. I promise. She took my hand and led me into the apartment. It was a small apartment, only 3 rooms, but there were 6 men in it. 6! 4 were Gestapo, the dreaded secret state police. The other 2 were local police. We have to pack, Mother said. Help Oma. Oma, Mother's mother, was living with us, as was Mother's sister, Mina. Aunt Mina and I will do our clothes and the food. She paused. We're leaving. She must have seen the rage in my eyes. She held up a finger. You promised, she said. She hadn't needed my promise. My mind was blank. I tried to think of some cutting quote from the classics, some sophisticated yet razor-sharp thing to say, but I could only think that we were being sent away from the only home I knew. Is it just us? I whispered to Mother. Perhaps they discovered Aunt Mina's secret work, the suing she did for customers even though Jews weren't allowed to work. Maybe we were being arrested for that. No, Mother said. It's all the Jews. Hurry up! Snapped one of the Gestapo.
Is getting the award, the Thompson Festival Festival of the Arts Medal for grades 7 to 12 speech. And here's Stevie McPherson to present her award. Just before we do our last performer, Jessica, if you want to come up here and get ready to perform, I just want to give one big round of applause for all of the accompaniment and all of the other sort of people that have been here making sure that everything went good tonight. So a round of applause for them. One more giant round of applause for everybody over here, over there that put on the whole festival, Stevie, the whole team. It's been unbelievable. I guess a gargantuan effort, and tonight is just kind of the cherry on top of all the work. It's a fantastic job by them. We're going to wrap up the show with Jessica Smut. This is a piece called Bewitched.
He's a fool and don't I know it, but the fool can have his charms. I'm in love and don't I show it, like
receiving the Thompson Festival of the Arts Medal for ages 18 and under, as well as an MDS Aerotest Award for vocal performance, and there's more. Jessica was recognized by the adjudicator for her musicianship and ability to connect to the piece. Jessica also received a provincial recommendation from the adjudicator at the festival. So here is Carmen Ho to present her with all that. One more. Stay as long as you want.
That's it. We don't have anything more for you tonight. So thanks everybody for supporting the arts and for coming out today, and we'll see you next time.